the very first thing that we need to activate the ULL or the unlimited LinkedIn leads model is your LinkedIn profile. Okay, LinkedIn profile. Now, in the LinkedIn profile, there are few aspects which are very important and the few aspects are very basic, right? First, let's look at the basic profile aspects. Okay, basic. So what are the basic profile aspects that we need to look at? Okay, the very first thing, the very important first thing of a basic profile aspects is your profile picture, right? Let's look at this profile picture. So this is the profile picture. The profile picture should generally be a professional picture, okay? People put a lot of headshots. Yes, headshots are recommended, right? If you look at Satya Nadella's picture here, amazing profile picture. The background is white, the headshots, if you look at, it's more of a headshot photo, and this is the most recommended type of profile photo that you should have. Okay, the very first aspect is the profile picture. So once you have done, once you're through with your profile picture, also later in the course I will tell you how you can edit your profile picture in terms of few of the tools that I'll give you. It'll help you edit your profile picture also. Okay, once you're through with your profile picture, the second thing that you should definitely look at is your title. Okay, this is called the title. Okay, now very important aspect of the title should be that do not mention X this company, X that company, right? You should look at the title from a sense that if your target audience looks at the title, correct, what exact message do you want them to see? Okay, this should be like a tagline to a brand. Okay, the title should be like a tagline to a brand where it informs indirectly to a client that what exactly they can get from you in case they connected in a very subtle manner. Okay, that's how important the title is. Okay, which is also called the headline of the title. Now, the third aspect, the third basic profile aspect after the title is your contact us section. Okay, contact us section. Now, what is this contact us section? Now, this is the contact info, the contact us section. Now, in the contact info section, it is important that you give all the relevant information that you want your target audience who is visiting a profile to see. Okay, for example, there has to be a website address. In case you want to give your physical address, you can do that. Your Skype, your Twitter, if any other URLs that you want to give which you want your client to see, including your phone number and your email ID as well, right? This is extremely important because this is how you're telling the person to also reach out to you directly in case there is an urgency, right? Otherwise, what the person can do, he will connect with you, write a message to you, right? But in case there is an urgency, he can reach out to you from the contact info section directly. So please make sure that contact info section is properly updated. To update the contact info section or the name or the this title, just click on this pencil icon here on your profile and it will load everything. Okay. So here you can go ahead, edit your first name, your last name, your title or the headline, your current position. This comes at the below. Okay, your education, your industry, your location, your city. If you below that is contact info, right? So you click on edit contact info, and all the relevant information related to editing contact info will appear, right? The profile URL is automatically that LinkedIn gives. The email ID that you have used to log into LinkedIn, right? You can give your phone number, phone type, address, date of birth, website URL, and then mention what is the website type. Is it a company website or a personal website or RSS feed? What or any other type of website that you're putting. So basically different URLs that you can put, right? So you can click on add website and keep on adding few URLs there. And instant messaging is basically Skype, Google Chat, could also be Google Hangout, WeChat. So generally Skype, Google Chat, and majorly works here. Okay. So this is how you can keep adding information and update your contact info section. It is very, very, very important to keep this aspect of your profile updated. Okay, so once you are through with these three important aspects, the fourth important aspect is your work experience detail. Okay, it is your work experience details. So which is extremely basic. Okay, so in case of work experience details, so if you scroll down, which comes below the featured section, if you keep scrolling down below the about us section, this is the entire experience detail. So make sure, so if you look at this, so when I show all 7, make sure that complete experience of whatever you have done is mentioned in the work experience detail. This is major part of, you can consider your resume or your CV, right? When you put your CV or a resume out there, what do? You add at what year you did exactly what, right? At this year I was in this company, at that from this month to this year to this month to this year I was working in some other company, correct? So please make sure that, and right from your college to the time that you are today, you have to update this properly. And while updating this, please make sure that while you have updated all the data here, you need to add important aspects in your profile relevant to that particular experience that you have done, which might be useful for your client or convince your client to reach out to you. Is that clear? Is that clear? So this is very, very important that you update where you work, or where you are currently working, or where you have worked in the past. And as you're updating that, please also write a short description there. Like if you look at my profile here, I've written a short description about what I did in my experience in the private limited, what I did with Pitney Bowes, which is top 800 companies in the world, what I did with Vardhaman Health Specialities, correct, again a 300 to 400 crore revenue company, correct, what I did in my one of the previous startups that I started, what I did in library. So all of these things that you did, you should mention there in detail. Now these are the important anchors, pointers, which acts as a convincing factor for your direct clients to reach out to you and to know how well you can help them, okay? Or how your past has given you the experience to help them currently right now. Okay, so it's very, very important. Experience details becomes extremely important. So once you have updated the work experience details, the final basic profile aspects is your education. Yes, very, very, very important. Okay, education. Make sure you update all the education details right from probably your internships, your where you have studied, right? All the details about your work or about your education should be updated, okay, in your profile. Again, education also plays a very important role for, let's say, someone who wants to judge you based on your background, correct? So for example, if you look at it, I've updated my schooling, I've updated my graduation, I've updated this small course that I did in ISB. So all of these things that I did, that I've updated there on my profile, exactly is how you should also update everything in your profile. Okay. Now also what you can also go ahead and do it is also update the small courses that you have done digitally, right? Let's say you're doing this course, you can go ahead and update this course as well. That is what you have taken on your LinkedIn profile, right? Or if let's say you have taken some other courses from some other coaches, or you have taken some other courses from online, course providers like Coursera or Udemy, right? Please update all those things as well on your LinkedIn profile under the education aspect, okay? And under the certifications aspects also. So very, very, very important aspect of your LinkedIn profile. Now, these 5 basic profile aspects which I'm talking about today, it might seem extremely basic to you, right? But I'm sure that you have almost done it, and you have already done it into your profile. But I would still recommend you please go ahead into your profile before you go to the next lecture. Again, look at these aspects of your profile, update it, and then move to your next lecture. Okay.